Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and we are doing the book club books for the month of February in this video. I'm in 3 book clubs. I am in the Literary Dev book club, which Books and Lala hosts. I'm also in the Ravished by Romance book club, which Jess and Lacey both host. And then I'm a part of the Book Troop, which Gabby Reads hosts. So we are going to be reading 3 books for this video. The first one we're going to start with is Nana by Brandon Massey. That is the pick for the Book Troop this month. I started reading that last night. I only got like 10% in, so I didn't really get that far in, but yep, it's intrigued me so far. Then we have Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun by El Casamino. This is the Literary Dev book club pick for the month of February. I'm super excited about this. This is on my most anticipated list for 2023, so getting it read before, you know, I don't before I skip all my most anticipated for 2023. But I'm excited about this. This is the 3rd book in the Finley Donovan series. Very excited about this. The next book that we're going to read is the Ravished by Romance choice, and it's called The Choice by Ashley Jade, and I believe that this is a Rockstar romance. Don't hold me to that, but I have it on my Kindle. I have Nana on my Kindle as well, and we're just gonna read some books, and I'm gonna fill you in once I get to 50% of one of these books, and you'll get to see the live shows and all that kind of stuff. So I really enjoyed last month's video, so let's jump into this one. Here to fill you in on this video, I finally started reading The Choice by Ashley Jade, and I'm about 56% into this. So I didn't realize that this book was going to be a new adult book, or okay. So we're following these 3 people: Skylar, Memphis, and Josh, I believe. Yeah, that's his name, Josh. Anyways, we're following these 3 people throughout their childhood. They meet when they're 13, and then now they're 18, and I believe we're gonna get some more ages after this, but they all come from super bad backgrounds. Memphis and Josh are actually cousins, and they are taken into foster care because the people that they were living with, Josh's dad was abusive and sexually abusive towards Josh, abusive towards Memphis, and they were taken into the foster care system, and then they were put into a foster home with these really nice people. They met Victoria and Archie, and this is where they meet Skylar, and Skylar is also she's also in the same kind of environment where her uncle is the one who is essaying her, and then he ends up dying, and then she's left with her aunt, who is also now dying of cancer. So they come from like super bad backgrounds, and the relationship that Skylar and Josh are in is very mentally abusive, emotionally abusive. He doesn't physically abuse her, but you know, mentally and emotionally it's just sometimes it's just as worse. And then Memphis is actually in love with Skylar, but since Josh is like his brother, that's what they call each other, they're his brother, he doesn't want anything to do with Skylar. But then they become friends, and then, I mean, that's where we are right now. But I wasn't expecting this book to be as hard-hitting as it was. I was expecting it to, like, you know, be a contemporary romance. It's a dark contemporary romance, and these kids are, I say kids, but these people are young, and they have been through a lot, and they do things that normal teenagers would not do because of the situations that they've been in, and it's very hard to read about, especially Josh and Skylar's relationship. No, not good. If you read this and you're young and you're like, oh my god, they have such a romantic relationship, it's not romantic at all, so please don't think that at all. But I do plan on finishing this. It's not bad. It's not a bad book. I think it's actually a really, really good book, but it's just not one of those books that you need to go into it romanticizing things, because it's not. And it's a very real take on what a lot of people go through. So I am, like I said, 50% into this book. 56% into this book. I'm going to continue to finish it. The live show for this particular book is on the 25th, so I'm going to try to catch that if I can. And then I'm going to read Nana, and I'm also going to read Finley Donovan is Killer. Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun. No. The third Finley Donovan. I think that's going to be my palette cleanser for this particular video, because Nana is hard to read. I'm about 10% into that book, and we just got a scene where somebody ends up dying, and it's very emotional. And yeah, so I think Finley Donovan is going to be my palette cleanser for this particular video, but I will fill you in whenever I finish the book, the choice, or whenever, you know the drill. So I can confidently say that Brandon Massey really knows how to write uncomfortable scenes, because Nana is full of them. And some of the things that are going on, I'm like, oh Lord, okay. But yes, it's making me very uncomfortable, and I can see why this is considered horror, because it is. So basically, this family, Monica and Troy, they have 2 kids, and Monica's grandmother just passed away, and then miraculously her birth mother shows up after 39 years of not being in Monica's life, and she's something else, and there's something going on. I think I know what's going on, maybe, hopefully. I don't know though, but I just know that Monica's mama hitting on Troy is a little weird to me, the way that she's doing it, which is weird anyways, but she's got something up her sleeve. And I think I know what it is. Like I said, I think I know what's going on, but I don't want to like speculate on what's going on yet, because I'm only 51% into this book. I had to stop myself from reading it last night just so I could check in with you and let you know that this book is creepy. It's very unsettling. It's not. It's just, it's weird and it's unsettling, like I said, and there are just some things that make you feel very uncomfortable. But I also started reading Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun. I only got about 30 pages into it, and I started reading this when I was putting Charles down for a nap today. But we're following Finley Donovan, Vero, and she's going on, you know, she's still doing her thing as a non-assassin or non-hitman, hitwoman. So I ended up finishing The Choice and Hannah both. But we're going to start with The Choice first, because that book, I ended up giving it 3 stars. I had a hard time with that book, because Josh is such a douche, and he knows everything that Skylar has gone through, and he uses that to his advantage to get his way with what he wants and manipulates Skylar. And then we have Memphis, who is in love with Skylar and knows all the manipulation that Josh is doing to Skylar, but I mean, it's not his business to step in. But he's supposed to be Skylar's friend, but then they start fooling around with each other. There's just a lot of cheating going on in this book. There's a lot of manipulation going on in this book. There's just a lot. And they're young. So some of the scenes were, you know, the steamier scenes or whatever, it was uncomfortable for me because they are so young. But they're, I don't know. This book, I don't know if I'm going to continue with the series, just because Josh is quite frankly, he's an ass. And I know that I don't cuss on this channel very much, but he is one. He is very much so. And I really hope that people don't go into this book thinking that this book is romantic, because it's not a romantic romance whatsoever. This is a very toxic romance, and in a lot of sense traumatic romance, and I don't. These are the types of romance, like, I know that I read dark stuff. I read very dark romances, but typically in those romances, like, they have a very healthy relationship between themselves, and they like what they like. But in this one, Skylar doesn't like it, and she still does it just to make Josh happy and everything like that, and I don't like that. Nope. So 3 stars. Not a horrible book, but just not my cup of tea. So I am in the Ravished by Romance live for February. They're going to be discussing The Choice by Ashley Jade. I just wanted to show you that I am participating. There's that. Yay!
Oh my god, I know. And I am loving all the Lucian Sloan glimpses. What we're getting in the second one. Oh, for
Nana, on the other hand, I gave 4 stars. Brandon Massey knows how to write some comfortable stuff, like really uncomfortable. And this book made me uncomfortable in a, like, not in a bad way, but I was just like, ugh, through a lot of it. And we're following Troy, and we're following Monica. Monica's grandmother just passed away, and then miraculously her mother shows up out of nowhere after 39 years, and then they have this instant connection. They get, like, it happens all in a week. They get really close, and then Grace, that's Monica's mom, she starts taking over the family. Monica starts getting really sick. Grace starts hitting on Troy, and it's just, wow. This was also a very messy book, but in a completely different way, because you know something's wrong. Like, you really know something's wrong. You're trying to figure out what's wrong. And Brandon Massey does a really good job at hinting things, but then, like, pulling back and like, nope, not yet. And it was very creepy. It was unsettling. It made me cringe a lot, but that's what I expect out of my horror books, and I gave it 4 stars. So those are that. I am still in the middle of reading Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun, and like I said, this is my palette cleanser with all the books that I've been reading lately, because I've been reading some darker books lately. And Finley Donovan is just the right type of book that I need right now. So when I get 50% in, I will fill you in on that book. But I just wanted to go ahead and let you know that finished those books. So I decided to do a little bit of work today. And I'm also attending the Nana Live show. Again, I gave that book 4 stars. So here we go.
Yeah. I do mostly vlogs, some sit downs, but yeah, all the spooky vibes I try to channel. So, it's super weird to say because we were protesting books for 5 years, but since our channel name is Kindle, suggested on YouTube, but we focus mainly on, we like go through these periods with genres. Damn, the feeling fine as hell. And so that's when we were like, wait a second, and then without him even reeling his own.
Alright, so halfway through this book right here. It's a little slower than I'm normally used to with these books. It's not bad by anything, but there's not really a lot happening. Right now, Finley and Vero are at a police camp where civilians get to go and learn about police work, and they get to learn about how to shoot guns and just like the police investigation process and all those different things. They get to take classes. So it's pretty interesting in that aspect. If you like investigation work like that, I think that you would really enjoy this book. We're getting a lot of Nick in here, which I really like Nick, but we're also getting some more characters who are potential suspects for what happened in the second book. So again, I'm enjoying it. I like the series. Finley and Vero are just like some of my favorite characters. And as I said previously, this is like a breath of fresh air to some of the other books that I've been reading lately. So I am enjoying it, and I will hopefully, cross my fingers, finish this tonight. The live show for this is March 4th. So there's I got a little bit of time to finish this if I need to, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish this pretty soon. So just wanted to fill you in and let you know on that. Finished this book last night, and I ended up giving it 4 stars. The beginning of this book was a little slow for me, and nothing really happened up until about the 50% mark, and then after that it did what this series normally does, and it's just crazy antics that happen, crazy things happen. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of things that Finley and Vero get into that they shouldn't get into. And in this book we also get a lot more of Nick and his life, which I really liked as well, because we have met Nick in the previous books, but we haven't really gotten anything about his work or what he does on the side, like his hobbies or anything like that, and you really get to meet Nick. And this book just solidified that I love Nick and I want him and Finley to be together because they're a good couple. Besides Finley, like, you know, doing what she does and lying to him about it, but I just think that they mesh well, and he's a really nice guy. She deserves a really nice guy. We'll say that Steven in here didn't play that big of a part this round, but he did, you know, he did do some Steven things where we don't really like Steven all that much because Steven is a turd. But yeah, so 4 stars. There's a lot that goes on in this book. The second half. First half was a little slow, but I enjoyed it. Live show for this is on the 4th, so yeah. So I ended up missing the live show today. So I'm gonna catch up with it, or I'm gonna catch up, you know, watching it while I'm taking a bath. And yeah, so we'll see what everyone thinks about Finley Donovan. I gave it 4 stars. It wasn't my favorite of the series because it was slower at the beginning, like I said, but it wasn't bad either. But yeah, just wanted to fill you in and let you know that I am gonna be watching it while I take a bath. I'm not gonna show you me watching it while I'm taking a bath because, you know, it's a little weird, and I'm not about that, but I am gonna be watching it on my phone.
Hello, everybody. I feel like that took so long.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what everyone,
hello, welcome to, oh my gosh,
what everyone's opinions are as I'm watching. I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. I've been really enjoying making these vlogs just because I'm getting more involved in the reading community, and I have really enjoyed just talking books with people, you know, seeing what they thought, seeing if we agree on stuff, seeing what they disagree on. It's just been fun to me, and I am excited to do March as well. There's some really good books in March that are coming my way, and I'm really excited for it. So please hit that subscribe button before you leave. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you've read any of these books, or if you haven't, if you plan on reading any of these books, whatever. If you have read these books, let me know what you thought of them. And yeah, so that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.